Hey guys, Lane Morgan here, owner of Renown Cargo Trailers, and we are excited because we are your #1 leading mobile enclosed cargo trailer, grooming trailer dealer out there, guys. And we've got 4 different models. You've been hearing about the different models. We've got a stock model, a Genesis model, our legacy model, and our legacy premium model. But guys, this is Austin King. He's gonna be doing most of this videos, but I just wanted to point out some differences between the ones. First off, this is our stock model right here. With your stock model, you don't have your generator box with your slide out tray. You've got your generator platform. You've got black mod wheels instead of alloy wheels. You've got a 45-gallon freshwater tank instead of a 75-gallon tank. And then you don't have your electric jack, so you've got to wind your jack up and down manually. You don't have your drawers in your base cabinet or your interior blackout package. Those are just some of the things that separates this trailer from our Genesis model right here. And this right here, we're giving you all of those other options that I just mentioned for $3,500. We're not making any money off the options. We make the same amount if we sell that one or this one. And guys, it's literally nothing hardly. We're like Walmart. We sell a lot and make a little off a lot of trailers. We don't try to get rich off one.
All right, you guys. So as Lane was telling you, there's a couple differences between our stock pet grooming trailers and our Genesis package. And this video here is just going to go a little bit more in depth of. Jake, I say we start on the stock one. All right, so you guys, Lane was just talking about this stock trailer. These are pretty much, you cannot beat the price on them. They're $18,999. They come the way they come. You can't change them. They are built stock the way they come. However, on this trailer, you do have your generator platform up front. You have a manual crank jack on it. Motor base plug is of course up here in the front, as you've seen all of our pet grooming trailers be. Have a blackout package on this trailer, so all of your black trimming. We have an emerald green polycore 080 exterior. Now, on these open stock grooming trailers, these stock grooming trailers, that's the name for it, stock grooming trailers, does have one 30x30 horizontal sliding window. So you do have one window on one side. You have 3,500-pound axles, black ATP fenders. You have black mod wheels there. You have a city fill center here. So this is how you'd fill up your tank or direct flow to the water hose. Dump valve down on the bottom is how you would dump your waste tank. All right, so this is one of the big key differences that Lane was telling you about between these stock ones and our Genesis package. So these stock ones, one of the main things, they come with a 45-gallon tank, okay? On our Genesis model, the one that's a little bit upgraded, it's our innovative ideas of these, pretty much they have a 75-gallon tank. So this is a 45, and then you have your wastewater underneath. You have a 6-gallon hot water heater here. You have a 110 light up top for easy maintenance back here in your closet, in your water closet. You have metal interior, so it's finished out. You have your wastewater underneath this encased in a box, keeps it from up under the trailer where it drag, you hit a railroad track and you crack your tank or something. So it just keeps it nice and up out of the way. Also at the same time, it makes it kind of warmer with it being inside of this. It's not out there to the elements with the cold weather in the winter. Okay, this is all your PEX plumbing, 6-gallon hot water heater. You do have a receptacle here. You have a receptacle up there. If you did want to add your own self, if you wanted to add like a shop vac or something like that, you can go through the back wall, and I will show you that on the inside. Now, like Lane has said a couple times, these trailers are the way they come. You cannot customize these trailers. These trailers, if you want to save some money and you do it yourself, this is right for you. If you will come around this way, again, polycore, your blackout. We have our 3,500-pound axles with our black mod wheels there. Here is a 32-inch side door with a 15x30 vertical sliding window. The windows are tinted. You can't see in them real good, but you can see out of them beautifully. On the inside of this trailer, this is where you're going to notice the key differences between the two. We have our black and white checkerboard floor for one. Up here, we have a countertop, and this is just a countertop. In our Genesis package, we do have drawers, which you'll see here in just a second. We have a nice little base cabinet on this side and on this side. We have upper cabinets here. So this is just for storage, your shampoo, whatever you might need as a groomer to store. You have plenty of storage room. You have your electrical package inside of this trailer, which is 2 110 overhead lights. You have a 13.5 BTU AC. All right. You have a floor to roof closet here. For more storage, you do have inside of this trailer, we didn't cheap on the tub. This is a 60-inch Flying Pig grooming tub. It's a 5-foot tub drop down trays. You can lift them up or down. It does have a ramp to let bigger dogs inside of this trailer. But pretty much what we're fixing to notice, I'm fixing to take you to the Genesis package, and you're going to notice the big differences, the key differences between them two trailers. But this is our stock grooming trailer. You do have a 110-volt fan up there to get all of that mugginess out for whenever you are washing the dog with warm water. You have 110 receptacles inside of here if you wanted to put your grooming table, or if you wanted to put a dryer, you want to put a clipper vac, a shop vac. You have plenty of receptacles to do that. So this trailer, if you wanted to upgrade it yourself, this would be a perfect trailer for you. We do have that 30 by 30 window there. We have that 15 by 30 in this door. And this is our stock grooming trailer. All right, you guys, so now we're moving on from this stock grooming trailer, and we're fixing to go to our Genesis package trailer. So this is our Genesis model. We do have 4 different models here. We have our stock, we have our Genesis, we have our Premier, or we have our Legacy, and then we have our Premium Legacy model, which I'll come to them next. On this Genesis package, the difference between them and the stock grooming trailers, of course, we have our generator box here. We have an electric jack here. All right, so most 80% on the statistics, Lane says 78 or 80% of the pet groomers are women. So this just makes it easy and beneficial for them to hook it up to their truck without having to wind up and down 100 different times. So this generator box that I was telling you of, I'm gonna take you on this side of it. It is vented. It does have a door here. And the cool thing about it, it has a slide tray. So if you need to get gas, you can slide it out, fill it up with gas, slide it back in. You don't have to worry about picking up that generator and doing things with it. So this is your generator box on the front. You'll notice on this trailer we did black out as well. This is that water blue. It's a water blue polycore exterior. So that is the name of the color, water blue. We own our Genesis package, just like those stock grooming trailers. They do have a 30 by 30 window on one side. We have on this trailer, one of the key differences, Lane loves dressing up trailers with alloy wheels. So he did put alloy wheels on the Genesis line. So you do have your black and chrome flashy wheels, but you have 3,500 pound axles, black ATP fenders, all of your black trimming. Of course, again, our city fill center. This is where you do direct flow from a water hose or go straight to your tanks and fill up your tanks. Dump valve on the bottom, just like all of our other models you've seen. Now, one of the key differences between the Genesis model and the stock grooming trailers. So every one that we have besides our stock grooming trailers have a 75 tank, a 75 gallon freshwater tank and wastewater. So if you'll notice, it is a bigger tank, 75 gallon freshwater. And you have a 75 gallon wastewater. The wastewater is encapsulated in this bottom box. You have all of your plumbing, your 6 gallon hot water heater, have metal walls. If you'll notice in this trailer also something that's different between our Genesis package and that stock grooming trailer. You're gonna hear me say that a bunch, the differences between the two. It does have a blackout interior trim package. The lights, also up here, we have a nicer, slim, low profile light rather than it being the big, bulky 4-foot lights. Those are nice and integrated up in the ceiling. Do have receptacles in the back if you did want to add your own shop vac or something like that. Clipper vac in the back, there's plenty of area for you to do so. But this is the back of our Genesis model. Have a light up top, extra receptacles, 75 gallon fresh, 75 gallon waste, 6 gallon hot water heater, okay? That is our Genesis package trailer. Now, let's step inside, I'll show you the key differences. All right, you guys, so first off, inside of this trailer, one of the big differences that you see is it is a blackout interior trim package. So it is black trimming rather than silver trimming. Back here, one of the differences, again, you have them nicer electrical 110 volt lights up in the ceiling. You do again have a 13.5 BTU AC here. We have a Florida roof cabinet closet back here. You can add drawers, you can add shelves and different things. We just leave them blank. You can add your shelves on your own so you'll know what height they need to be at. Have a 60-inch Flying Pig grooming tub back here in the back. We also have a 110 volt roof in this one as well. Now, if you'll flip up here to the front, this is one of the big differences. This trailer comes with drawers. It comes with drawers rather than it being open to the one you just seen. This one does have drawers, 2 bigger base cabinets on each side rather than it being nice and little skinny. Cool thing about these drawers, you're going down the road, they won't open. Well, you get where you're going, you can open them, right? So it does have a 3-tier drawer system inside of this trailer with easy locking mechanism. You have overhead cabinets here. So this is for shampoo and stuff. Again, whatever your grooming needs may require, you can put it up here. Your electrical panel box is up here in this corner as well, just in case you ever had to do any maintenance or see if any breakers are flipped. 110 volt receptacles in this trailer. Like Elaine has said, you can add your own stuff inside. If you wanted to put through the back wall, you wanted to put that hose that comes up here for your shop vac. You can run it down the wall. There's a 110 receptacle in the rear you can do that with. But this is our Genesis line trailer. Key differences: blackout interior trim package, an electric jack, 5,000 pound, a generator box, a 75-gallon tank versus the 45-gallon tank. And that's just going to allow the groomers to groom a whole lot more, do more dogs in a day without having to find a different water source. Those are the key differences between the Genesis. Man, it's like a $3,500 value that we're not even adding you for. We're just trying to give you a better trailer than the one that's offered. Genesis model versus our stock grooming trailer. We'll step out here, Jake. All right, so you guys, that was the interior of our Genesis line pet grooming trailer. Again, you have your generator box, electric jack, you have your blackout interior trim package, you have your 75-gallon water tank, 75-gallon wastewater tank, alloy wheels. I mean, it's just a bunch of upgrades we're trying to give you for free. We're trying to make it possible for everybody that wants to be a groomer. No matter if you have said money or said money, we can get you in something, okay? We have 4 different lines. So I showed you the stock grooming trailer. I showed you the Genesis package grooming trailer. Now we're fixing to show you the legacy model grooming trailer. Now, this trailer is a turnkey, ready to go product. The best design by far we did. I believe that we have actually made one of the best pet grooming trailers that's anywhere around. Lane says he had put our pet grooming trailers against anybody. So this is our premier, our legacy package, excuse me. We still got to get to the legacy premier over there, but this is our legacy package. So up here in the front, we do have an extended tongue. We have a steel platform. So most of your platforms are plywood covered in ATP, which is artificial tread plate. That is a steel platform. That is going to be there as long as this trailer is there. It's never going anywhere. It is a built product. If you'll notice up here on the front, we do have a generator cage. I really wasn't call it a box because it is vented. We have a 9,000 watt dual fuel generator inside of there. You can put gas, you can put propane. Here, we do have a propane cage. This does have a 100-pound tank behind it, so you can run that generator off of propane or gas. At the same time, your hot water heater is propane as well. So I will tell you a little bit about that here in a second. Electric jack on the front. We do have a 12-volt battery. Up top you can't see, but we do have a solar panel up top on this trailer to keep that 12-volt battery functioning properly. Lane really wanted me to hint on this for you. So we have a transfer switch here. This transfer switch, if you'll see this cord comes out, it goes directly to the front of the generator and it's already plugged in. So no more having to lug that cord, plug into your motor base, and then plug into your generator. It's already ran like it's supposed to be. Now at the same time, you wanna pull up to your home and you have a 50 amp shoreline service there. You can easily just take your shoreline, your power cord, plug in here, and then take it to whatever pole that's distributing power, and then it automatically transfer even without you unplugging that from the generator. So it's an automatic transfer switch. Of course, we did this in the pink polycore with our black trimming. This is one of my favorite colors, man. I love the pink polycores. They just look the best to me. They catch an eye, and that's what I like. On our legacy models, you'll notice we do have 2 30 by 30 windows. So on our Genesis and our stock grooming trailers, Genesis package and stock grooming, there's only 1 30 by 30 window. On our legacy models, there is 2 30 by 30 windows, 1 on each side. Of course, we do have the nice alloy wheels. Lane likes dressing it up to the max. Black ATP fenders. You have your dump valve here at the back of this side of the trailer. So that's where you would dump all of your wastewater, all of your dirty water from your dogs. Also on this trailer, it does have double rear doors, just like all of our pet groomers do because of this closet back here in the back. People call it a bunch of different things. I call it like your wash station closet. Pretty much you open these up, and this is one of the best parts of this trailer. It's just got so much stuff that it took us years to think of, and we finally got it, I think, right down to the nail where we need to be. So if you look in the back of this, first off, we have our 75-gallon fresh and our 75-gallon wastewater tanks encapsulated in this box. Now, cool thing about this box and the cool thing about the tanks, we do have heater pads on them. So there's this pad that sticks to this tank that keeps it heated so it doesn't slushy during the winter, during cold times. These are the on switches for them. So that would actually just keep your tanks from getting too cold. It'll keep them where they're nice and fluid, right? It won't be slushy up during the winter. Also up top, that's kind of called our winterized package. So it comes with them. And then also at the same time, it does come with a heater back here in this closet. So when you have that heater running and this whole thing is shut, it just keeps it nice and warm back here. So you don't have to worry about no freezing problems. It's called our winterized package. These trailers do come with a winterized package automatically. All right, up here in the top of this, we do have an actual shop vac, so to speak. So that would get all your dirty hair, all your trash and stuff up out the floor. Instead of sweeping or taking a loud shop vac in there with them dogs, you scare them or something. That is back here by itself. It's not too loud when you cut it on the inside. One of the main things about our legacy model versus all of our other different models, we have a on-demand propane hot water heater. You'll never run out of hot water, right? So you're using a regular water heater, you can groom a couple dogs. This thing right here, you will never run out of hot water. On-demand hot water heater, propane. But this is the back of our service closet. We do have a 12-volt light up top as well. If you did notice any problems, it'll be visually clear for you to be able to see what you need to do, okay? So this is the back of this. Inside of this trailer, you'll notice when we go inside, it does have the pink trimming. Instead of it having just all the blackout trim, it does have pink up there in the coves. Makes it look nice and pretty. We'll shut up these doors. We'll go to the other side of this trailer. Back here at the back of the trailer, look, here's one open. It makes it easy for me to show you. This is a city fill center that you see on all of our trailers. This right here, you can put a water hose there so it's direct flow, so you can just operate off that water hose all day long, right? Or you have this and you can take off and you can fill up your tanks. So you can fill up that 75-gallon wastewater or freshwater tank. So if you're going to groom a dog at somebody's house, or you can't make it to a water hose or stay at a water hose, you do have tanks inside to do so. This is the outside of that on-demand hot water heater. That is a propane hot water heater. That's the outside. Again, with your alloy wheels, your black and chrome, flashy, nice mag wheels. Up top, we have that 30 by 30 horizontal slider. Like I told you, there's 2 of them on this trailer. 32-inch side door with a 15 by 30 vertical slider here. GFI receptacle on the exterior. You want to put a coffee pot out here on the customer appreciation day. A fan out here for somebody waiting for their dogs to get clipped. That would be very, very versatile. We do have a step right here that I'm fixing to walk up on into this trailer. Now we're inside of this trailer. So inside of this trailer, we have our white metal walls. We have a white metal ceiling. We have a pink interior trim package. So we did blackout trimming, but then also if you notice in the coves, it just matches the trailer. Most of the time in these trailers, the cabinets will match the outside, but these trailers are completely customizable. The ones I've been showing you, the Genesis and the stock grooming trailers, are not customizable, right? You buy them the way they are. These can be customized to the fullest extent that you think is necessary for your job, okay? So you can customize these. We have overhead cabinets in the back that matches the exterior in the pink. One cool thing about this, we have lights. There's a light up under this cabinet which projects light down into your tub. For groomers, if you need to see soap in your dog's hair, that is very, very beneficial. If that light wasn't there, it tends to be a little bit dark, right? But I'll cut it on in here. We cut all the lights on. We have nice 12-volt lights up here. We have the converters and everything we need to power off a 110 if we do have that. But you do have 3 lights up in the roof. You have a 13.5 BTU AC above me as well. You have back here in the back, you have this nice little base cabinet. That's just store shampoo and stuff. Up top, you have more storage, plenty of storage space. This right here is to cut your water pump on in the rear. This right here you would turn on, and this would basically, you can adjust your temperature for your water from your hot water heater. So if you need a little bit more hot water, you can adjust it up so you get a little bit more hot water, but you can adjust the temperature to your water. You can't get no better than that. Of course, back here in the rear, we do have a tub back here. Most of the time it's our Flying Pig 60-inch. This customer wanted its own specific tub. Again, this is tub. We'll flip right here. We do have a Flying Pig electric grooming table. So the gas shot ones tend to scare the dogs and things. So we did do an electric grooming table. Makes it an easy transition up and down. We do have an actual K9 dryer here. We did it pink just to match the exterior of the trailer just because it looks good. Super, super strong dryer. In the back, you notice I did say we have a shop vac back there. That is the hose running for the shop vac all the way to the front. So it makes it easy for you to clean up that hair and unwanted mess that you have inside of your trailer. 110-volt receptacles everywhere. This would be your on and off for this. On the other trailer I'm fixing to show you, we will crank it up and let it roll for you just to show you exactly what it looks like. We have a roof vent here. This is a 12-volt roof vent with a fan. Pretty much it just keeps that mugginess out of this trailer, right? So it's hard to dry a dog with it muggy inside, right? That little bit of water feel. So that will help pull the moisture out of the trailer. If you want to flip this way, Jake, we'll get the front of this trailer real quick. Up top, we do have more overhead cabinets here. Plenty of storage space. We have our electrical panel as well as our 12-volt fuses and things here. So it's a converter and inverter, everything you need. We have an emergency on and off switch. If I press that button, everything will cut off, right? So it's emergency 12-volt on and off switch. This right here is basically just reads Your 12-volt panel just reads like the volts inside of your battery. Like we said, we do have a solar panel up top that's charging that battery. Right now we have 12.5 volts inside of the battery. So this is just basically like a little battery tender. You can kind of see, what your battery's doing. If it has any dead cells or anything like that, this thing will tell you. Emergency cutoff switch. Of course, man, what I really love about these trailers is that scratch-proof top, right? So that is a scratch-resistant, if I'm not mistaken, RFP countertop. It just won't scratch as easy. We have drawers inside of this one as well. So if you'll notice, we have 3 drawers. They're nice and trimmed out. They look real good. And then we also have base cabinets, one on each side, here and here, for storage as well. Upper cabinet storage. Here is a heater. So our AC does have a heat strip. It's a 13.5 BTU with a heat strip, but it just does not produce the heat that you want it to produce. If you're in a very, very cold environment, this is going to be the way to go. It's a wall mount heater. It'll make it plenty hot enough in here, or warm enough for you. That up there is pretty much, it pushes cool air past the hot coil. And then you can get a little bit of heat, but this is the way to go. Have 110 receptacles up here in the front. We have that brickish backsplash back here in the back just to give it that nice fancy feel. Of course, we also have your air conditioner is on a remote, so you can operate the air conditioner from your remote. We do have a light underneath that counter as well, so you can see exactly what you're doing. Cool thing, I'm gonna cut off all the switches. Look at this, ready? Yeah. Cut off all our 12 volt. So you ain't gotta worry about killing your battery. Hey, guess what? You won't kill it anyway. We got a solar panel up there. All right, you guys, so that was the inside of our legacy model grooming trailer. So we've showed you our stock grooming trailer, we showed you our Genesis package grooming trailer, and then we just showed you our legacy model. Now, the Rolls Royce of trailers is what Lane likes to call it. We are fixing to show you the legacy premier model, the legacy premium model. This is the best of the best that we've came up with. Trailer is absolutely exceptional. Love it. I love the color design and all of this, and we'll get rolling with it. All right, you guys, so this is our legacy premium grooming trailer. Of course, it is pretty much the same thing as what you've seen on the front of that trailer. When it comes to the generator box, transfer switch, electrical, tongue jack, you do have a 12-volt battery with a solar panel up top, a 100-pound propane tank and cage. While we're doing it, we're just gonna walk around this side, Jake. So this is that polycore blue color. Nobody could find it. They wouldn't make it in the blue. Anyways, Lane went out. He did what you guys wanted. He invested to make you guys a little bit more happy. So we do tote this color line now. It is a polycore exterior. We did a 12-inch ATP black kick plate down there at the bottom of the trailer. We have, of course, our mag wheels. Now, the difference between our Genesis and Legacy models is we do have 5,200-pound axles on these trailers. So our Legacy models do come with 5,200-pound axles, 30 by 30 window, one on each side. Jake, I don't know if you can see that antenna up there, but there is a radio inside of this trailer that you guys will see in a little bit. You can listen to your Bluetooth or radio. Of course, check us out, man. Look, while we're out here, www.mobilegroomingtrailers.com. Check us out. That's for all of your grooming trailer needs. Of course, we have our dump valve back here on the back, all of your black trimming, your T8 straight strip lights, Renown cargo trailers. Look for the crown of thorns. We're trying to make Jesus' name world known. Renown to make world known with the crown of thorns above his head. So, in the back of this trailer, this is going to be pretty much the exact same as what you've seen on the other one. The key differences will be on the other side and on the interior of this trailer. But you have a 75-gallon freshwater, 75-gallon wastewater. You do have your tank heating pads over here on the side. You have your shop vac up top with it going through the wall. You have your on-demand hot water heater, propane hot water heater. You'll never run out of hot water. City Fuel Center here, light for service right there. And then we do have a heater back here as well. So that heater will keep it nice and warm back here. We don't have to worry about it slushing during the winter time. So that is the back of this one. And like I said, the back of this one's pretty much just like the pink one you just seen. They're both legacy models, just with a couple key features that's different, but very, very similar. On this side, it is a split tone. You'll notice it is black in the back, blue in the front, alloy black and chrome wheels. And that thing above my head, that's one of my favorite parts of this trailer, you guys. That's one of the coolest awnings I've ever seen. Of course, we have a GFI receptacle here. I'm gonna let this awning out for you guys. And look, I pressed it one time and it's doing this thing. So this awning is a legless awning. It does have a 12-volt light. I'll leave that open for us. It does have a 12-volt light strip here as well. So if it is dark, you can see. It also adds some prettiness to it. This awning will let out a little past 8 foot, but this will be perfect for shade, If you want to have a customer appreciation day or something like that, you can plug a coffee pot, you can plug a fan, put a TV out here, and just enjoy your customers. Let your customers enjoy your trailer. If you like it so much, I know they would love it as well. So this is a legless awning that we provide. It is 12 volt. On the side of these trailers, Lane likes to say this is a mobile storefront, right? Throw your logos everywhere on it, man. Let them see who you are. Let them see what you're about. So we have our Renown here. This is our show trailer. So we did take this to Vegas about 2 weeks ago. It's fixing to go to Hershey, Pennsylvania to another pet grooming show. It'll leave out Wednesday to go there. But this was our show trailer. Of course, our website again, www.mobilegroomingtrailers.com. But your mobile storefront, spec it out the way you want to. Put your logos and stuff on it just to give your customers an inviting feel, right? All right, so we crunk up. So while that is crunk up, 30 seconds to 60 seconds, just allow it to cut on the inside. That is a dual fuel generator, runs off of gas and propane. You do have a 100-pound propane cage here with a propane tank in there, and also your hot water heater would run off of it as well. If you'll notice, it's not really that loud. So it is a dual fuel generator, super, super quiet. You ain't gotta worry about it being too loud and obnoxious. If we want to, Jake, we probably got some power in here now. So we're gonna walk in this 32-inch side door. We're gonna cut you on some lights real quick, just so you can see. Hey, Cole. Cole's out there. He just don't want to be in the video. He waved, though. Look, there he is. There he is right here. All right. I just heard stuff kick on. So now our generator is powering on 110. You just heard the AC. The AC just cut on. Okay, so look, I didn't even have to drag a cord. Literally, man, I pressed the button and we got power. If I had a dog, we'd start grooming right now. I just ain't got no dog here in front of me. We have white metal walls inside, white metal ceiling. This trailer is insulated. One of the other cool things about our legacy models and our Genesis package versus that open grooming trailer, that stock grooming trailer, the floors. It has a nice, how would you say, like vinyl plank floor. Just gives it a nice office kind of feel. Like Lane said, it's your mobile storefront. You want it to look good, that makes it look really, really good. Up here in the front of the trailer, you'll notice we do have overhead cabinets. We do have base cabinets down here on the bottom. Well, we have a countertop. Here is one little base cabinet that you can stick in. And then we have an RV refrigerator, a camper refrigerator here. So that runs off of 12 volt, 110, and it also runs off of gas. So if you're going down the road, you want your waters to be nice and cold. They'll be cold when you get there. So this does run off of 12 volt, propane. You got a refrigerator here that's going to keep your stuff cold. On this side, we did do cage banks. So this is a cage banks, easy accessible, easy open. It does have trays at the bottom, makes it easy cleanable. Also, at the same time, if you didn't want 2 bays, you could lift this up. You could pull out this divider, and it could be one big bay for a big, big dog. So that is our cage bank system. Up top, we have that RFB non-scratch resistant material up there. You ain't got to worry about scratching it. Have that nice looking backsplash back here in the back. Have a heater up here on the wall, just like you've seen on the other one, the pink one we showed you. We do have a heater here. We have extra 110 volt receptacles. This is your remote for your air conditioner. Like, you could bump it down, you could bump it up, but this would be your remote for it. Just let's not cut it off. We are in South Georgia and it is kind of hot in here right now. All right, on this side, you'll notice same thing. You got all your 12 volt stuff. We're reading 13.9 volts right here, your emergency cutoff. This is your on and off for your radio. So we do have a radio package in here that has a total of 4 speakers on the interior of the trailer. Super, super loud. This will be our electrical package. So this has all your 12 volt, your 110 and stuff like I showed you in our other legacy model trailer. You see this little cord right here? That's your shop vac. So your shop vac would run from right there. You would turn it on. I don't know. Y'all see it sucking? If you wanted to clean up the dirt and stuff, the hair that you're going to get from grooming dogs, that would be the way to do it. That's your shop vac. Come straight through the back wall. You would dump it back there in that work closet, a utility closet. We do have a blackout interior trim package inside of this trailer. Back here in the rear, we do have drawers. We have a 3-tier drawer system here. They are nice and finished out like you've seen on our other legacy model trailer as well, that pink one we just showed you. Again, RFP, non-scratch resistant stuff up here. The back, again, what really, really makes these trailers cool, man, this 110 or this 12 volt light up here shining over your dog while you're grooming it, cleaning it. You can see the soap suds and stuff that might still be left in the dog. So that's very, very handy. We have a 60-inch Flying Pig grooming tub here. It does have the trays you can lift up or put down for smaller or larger dogs. But it is a 60-inch flying pig tub. Easy accessible door, pull out step for the bottom. Overhead storage here on your upper cabinets. You put soap, shampoo, whatever you might need. Lane did this a while ago. This is a K9 dryer. Super, 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 super strong. This thing sounds like a jet when you open it up. Let's see. So, on. It's strong. It's strong, guys. All right, that is a K9 dryer. You can't go wrong. You want a good dryer, get you one of them. You'll notice we did do this one black instead of pink just because it matches the interior package of this trailer. Do have two 30 by 30 sliders, one on each side. These things can be opened up. You can get air, open this side, you got a nice wind flow through your trailer. Of course, we do have our 110-volt lights up here in the ceiling. We have our speakers, total of 4 of them in here. This would be that fan that would keep that moisture up out of here. Here's a switch for it. And power, baby. So we're pushing air out. So that's how you keep the moisture up outside of this trailer. Right here, we do have a flying pig table. This is an electric table. I'll just undo it real quick just so you can see. It is electric. Most of the time we used to have the hydraulic shock. What Lane likes to say is we put a bunch of time in these trailers and learned throughout the process as we was building them. We had shock tables. This is not shock. This is electric. So that transition is just super, super nice and easy and smooth for your dogs. You don't have to worry about scaring them with that bounce. But this is your flying pig table. It is electric. Have a belly girt. You also have a neck girt here. For the exterior, on that transfer switch I told you, it does come with a line just in case you did want to do direct flow, like to plug by your house or by your brick and mortar. You get in a trailer and you still have a brick and mortar, you want to groom outside of it, there you go. Up here we do have a TV, so you'll notice in this Legacy Premier model, this Legacy Premium model, we did do a TV as well. If you want to watch some tunes, you got your kids working for you today, throw on some cartoons while you're grooming dogs. It's just very versatile for many different reasons.
Some people like to listen to music while they're grooming. It's a pretty good stereo system. 4 speakers. The song's called God Never Gave Up on Me.
I was drowning in a bottle, running from the light, praying on the pavement in the middle of the night. Told myself I'm hopeless, told the world I'm fine.
Said he told himself he was hopeless, but told the world he was fine. I don't know about you guys, but there was a time in my life that I walked around with a smile on my face, and I was broken on the inside. And at that time in my life, I didn't know if God was real. I didn't know if I believed in Jesus. I'd never encountered His presence before. I was 26 years old. I was in a dark, dark place. My heart and everything around me was broken in a million pieces. And I tried everything else to get better, and nothing worked. So I was willing to try anything. I started reading the Word. There was a man that actually gave me a Bible, and I was locked up, y'all. I've got a pretty crazy past, but I don't want to talk about my past and give the devil any glory. I want to talk about the King, Jesus, that set me free and delivered me from darkness and addiction and stuff that people, the world will tell you you cannot overcome. Well, I'm here to tell you, you can. I've overcome the enemy. I'm set free. I walk around in freedom. I've got a beautiful wife today. I got a beautiful daughter. I'm blessed in so many ways. I've got an amazing business. I get to do what I love and love what I do. I'm surrounded with good people like Austin. I'm careful who I let in my circle today, but I want you to know that if Jesus can set me free, I don't know who's watching this video, but if He'll do it for me, He can do it for you. You just got to believe in the finished work of the cross. And if you want to talk more about that, you can call me anytime. I don't care if I sell you a trailer or not, but I do care. And with everything in me, that you collide with the love of God. And I want to see you in heaven one day. And God loves you right where you're at. Thanks for watching all our videos. We're excited about being in Hershey, Pennsylvania this week. Make sure you're still watching the rest of them because there's a lot of cool stuff to come. We're going to show you all the cool dogs up there. We've got a lot of our customers that are attending that event. They're going to come by and say hello, and we'll let them give testimonies on how nice of our trailers are and how their experience was buying from Renown Cargo. I've got 13 amazing sales reps that do a phenomenal job. They're way smarter than I am. I like to tell people I'm the dumbest one in the room, but God surrounded me with champions like Austin. I've got 12 more champions in there that will all treat you well and give you the best customer service you've ever had when it comes to buying an enclosed cargo trailer. Just read our reviews, they speak for themselves. It's 4.7 or 4.8 star with nearly 1,000 reviews, guys. That's pretty good. We're doing something right. And one thing is we're building you a phenomenal pet grooming trailer, and it's the best bang for your buck. You don't have to shop any longer, guys. Give us a call, 888-287-3954, or find us online, Facebook, TikTok, and we hope to see you in Hershey, Pennsylvania. If you're in that area, come by and see us. We'll be real easy to find. Look for the Crown of Thorns. And Austin, tell them we want y'all to stay humble, hustle hard, and y'all know the rest.
Until then,
y'all be blessed. Thank y'all.